The Water for All Partnership is an EU-funded initiative for scientific research and innovation for the water sector. Its goal is to tackle water challenges to face climate change, help to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and boost Europe's competitiveness and growth to achieve a water-smart society. The Pillar D of Water for All, led by Water Europe, intends to demonstrate the efficiency of innovative solutions through the water-oriented living labs. This is a series of interviews to the frontrunners of water-oriented living labs that will join forces and collaborate in the next phases of the program. Enjoy the series.
The main innovation of the Sustainable Desalination Living Lab is related to the decarbonisation of desalination using solar energy and implementing circular economy values in desalination by valorising the brine. Solar energy can be used in photovoltaic or solar thermal electricity, like the one behind my back. If we use solar thermal electricity, we can store the heat in a much economic and environmentally sound way than the electricity from photovoltaic, which require batteries. So hybridizing PV plants and solar thermal plants, we can extend the time that we can use solar energy with desalination. And we have a lot of technologies for brine concentration in order to extract added values from the brine. The long list of critical materials of the European Commission is diluted in seawater, and if you use brines which are already concentrated, then it is much easier to extract minerals like magnesium or metal like cobalt or nickel that are important for the energy transition. We aim to improve the water energy food nexus, implementing a strategic management of sustainable desalination as a new water resource that can be certified as an added value for agriculture and tourism. In regions like Almería, with semi-arid conditions and natural scarcity of water, using desalinated water is a solution. As a matter of fact, it is being now used by farmers in greenhouses in Almería and also the tourism sector in hotels. We want to make that desalinated water sustainable, incorporating renewable energy desalination and also incorporating the added value of recovering resources. We can justify the development of these industries and the growing of agriculture and tourism in semi-arid regions if we provide a sustainable water resources, like is our case. The main lessons learned have been to listen to the stakeholders, especially the users. The farmers have indicated us their priorities in terms of materials that can be recovered from brines. They want potassium more than others. The main challenge is the separation between energy and water at technology levels and also in terms of governance and legislation. We have to deal with completely separate worlds, but we are used to doing that in the Renewable Energy Desalination Working Group of Water Europe. And finally, another barrier that has been proposed by the stakeholders is the necessity of valorizing, having an added, certificating the added value of using a sustainable water resource, which now in the market is not regarded and is not contemplated. For the future, we plan to keep on working with our stakeholders, with the industry for implementing solar desalination and brine valorization technologies, and with the users to offer them the technologies. We are in a privileged position of having a very strong community of practice covering the whole quadruple helix, and we can help develop technologies for the users and find a market for the industry. So we offer services of testing and demonstration of technologies, and we offer also training for users and administrations. We want to define an indicator that can be complementary to the carbon footprint and the water footprint, something like a carbon neutral water footprint, something that can indicate the renewability of the resource used in agriculture or industry, so that the users can have an added value to compensate the additional expenses that can come from using desalinated water. And finally, we are working also with the regional government to develop the strategic plan of blue economy in the region, so that the valorization of brines can be added in the economic in the economic plan of desalination to compensate the investment. We strongly believe for other water-oriented living labs, our advice would be to work closely with a strong community of practice. It's not only important in terms of the feedback that we receive, but also for implementing the technology, we need to have, from the very first moment that we start the research, we need to have the users on board and also the administrations, especially in our case that we have to deal with energy and water administrations. So my advice to other water-oriented living lab is to work on a strong and support yourselves on a strong community of practice.